In this video I'm going to remove the carburetor in my Kawasaki Mule and I'm going to do a complete overhaul. Alright, so I'm going to remove this cover which has 4 bolts. Alright, there's one more over here. And now this should reveal the linkage. Let's put this right here. And we have to disconnect this linkage. So I'm going to bend this plastic tab a little bit so it comes out that way. Alright, so this spring is coming out. I'm going to pull this spring, remove it from here so I don't lose it. This is a 10mm bolt. I'm going to remove this bracket as well. So this whole assembly is out of the way. And now this should come out just like that. And now removing these 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4, the carburetor should come out. And just remember there are 3 different bolt sizes. You have small, medium bolt, and the longer one. Alright, here we go. This is filthy as it can be. And this manifold is coming out as well. There's one more bolt here in the back. Maybe some coolant coming from the head, so just be ready to have something at the bottom to catch it. There we go. Oh wow, this was bad. Yeah, there are a few cables running underneath. I think this was done by the previous owner. So this one goes out, this one comes out, and this is out as well. This carburetor is pretty rough. I'm going to bring it to the part washer, clean all the grime from the outside, and start disassembly. I'll be back. And these are all the parts that I'm going to use in this rebuild. All the gaskets, needle, jets, and these parts are coming from the company Caliber. So I'm going to link all these parts in the description below. This is one of the water coolant passages, so it actually, the cooling system is going to need a good cleaning. So even though I removed the grease, there's still a lot of, I believe this may be dirt stuck on the body, so this brush is really good just to remove it. This tool is really handy to remove the gasket. So using the rotary tool now comes very handy. I strongly recommend using safety glasses and a respirator and running the rotary tool at low speed, otherwise all these metal fibers just come out very fast. This does a really good job cleaning everything. Rebuilding the carburetor takes 5 minutes. Cleaning it is what it takes quite a long time just to get it done right. And for the tight spots, I use these double tips that can reach pretty much everywhere. So let's open this carburetor and see what surprise we can find inside. The engine wasn't running that bad, so I guess it's not going to be too bad. No, it is actually pretty clean. Alright, so this seal is coming out. The cap is not too dirty. It's going to get everything is going to be cleaning in the ultrasonic machine. I'm going to remove the float by just pushing this pin out, like so. So the float and the needle right here, this one is going to be replaced. This is actually like a small rubber valve. This is closing the passage of gas when the carburetor is full, so it doesn't overflow. Alright, I already undo these bolts here at the top. So I'm going to remove this cover. This may need a little bit of persuasion. Alright. So in order to remove this plate, you have to lift it like this from the back and then push. So when it's at an angle like this, then push in that direction toward the top, like so. And now it's going to clear this nipple and you can get it out. Supposedly. Just like so. Move it like this, then like that, and then you can just rotate like this. Alright, let me repeat it. So lift a little bit, push up against these nipples, lift, and then back, like so. Just cleaning the groove where the gasket is sitting, so it makes a proper seal. And what I like to do now is just spray brake cleaner on the air passages inside the carburetor, and with Q-tip just rub it and clean as much as I can before I put the carburetor on the ultrasonic. Look at that. So the more I can remove before it goes into the ultrasonic cleaner, the better. Usually there's a lot of carbon built up inside here. This one also needs a good cleaning. Just keep going until everything is perfectly clean. So before I put the carburetor on the ultrasonic tank, I'm going to remove the pilot jet, these two. And here in the cap, in this hole, the big one, there are the main jets. Let me get some light. You can see them down there. These one are way bigger than the other one. So this is a Mikuni carburetor, which is actually very high quality. So these aftermarket gasket kits and jet kits, they're good for what it is, which is mainly all these gaskets. Don't use the jets that come in these kits, and I'm going to show you why. So this is the original Mikuni one. This is a 41.3, and let's compare it with the ones that came in one of the kits. This is the kit from Taiwan, made in Taiwan. The Mark, the Pilot Jet 41.3, but look at the threads. They are not as nicely machined as the original one. In this case, the Pilot Jet, they both match, but if we look at the main jets, like this one, this is a 90, and the other one that came in the kit is, check this out, 92.5. So not good. And looking at the Chinese kit, here there is not even marking on the jet. None of the four came with a number. And if you look inside the jet and how they are machined, here you can see brass particles left over, some of them pretty large. These little particles are going to end up in a small bore or passages in the carburetor, and you're going to find yourself chasing ghosts why the carburetor is not running properly. Look at that, how ugly it looks like. Yeah, a mess. And this other component, I really don't know where it goes. It doesn't belong to the carburetor, I believe, but it came with the kit. But look at this huge piece of brass about to fall off. Yeah, that is not, it's not good, definitely. So if you can reuse your Mikuni original jets, just do it. If not, just buy the original one OEM. They are a bit more expensive, but totally worth it. 80 degrees Celsius, which translates to very hot in Fahrenheit. And there we go. This is a mix of water with degreaser. Hopefully it's going to remove all these starborn carbon deposits. This one is coming out. This one going in. All the parts has been cleaned in the ultrasonic tank. Now it's time for the assembly. And I'm curious to see how dirty the water has came out after all the cleaning. So let's see. Check this out. So after all the manual cleaning, this is what the ultrasonic was able to remove from all the parts. Quite a lot. Now let's start with the assembly. Now we start with the float and the valve. So this is very simple. Just install the valve like so. Put it in the hole and insert the pin, which I'm going to be using the old one because it's in really good shape. There we go. Float install. Next I'm going to install this rubber gasket in the cap. Going to just press it gently so it goes into the groove. Just like that. And next the carburetor goes on top. And with this, the bottom of the carburetor is completed. Next, this gasket here at the top. Okay, now I'm gonna go with this seal right there and this cover. And then put this gasket in this other end, and everything in the carburetor is going to be sandwiched in between all these parts, like so. This is easy to install because there's just some locating pins. Right there, locating pins. Just finding where it goes, that pin. There we go. I'm installing the passing through bolts. So this is starting to look like a carburetor. Now this plastic thingy, and I guess that you see now what color I'm going to be painting the Kawasaki Mule. Now install the linkage where it belongs. And here it is, fully assembled, fully overhauled Kawasaki Mule carburetor. Thank you for watching.